produce? I don't know. Sixers need it to be pretty hot, don't they? Dropping by, be sure to keep an eye out for tomorrow's video. If you're on Twitch, feel free to hang out. We're going to keep going all day. Quick note here, 57. And then in the next hour, we want to continue to flesh out our ranch farm. We want to get our fire poles set up. And we want to really get our water supply squared away. So we're going to be really looking at this being dropped down into here, making this a pretty big reservoir for our water, and going from there. And then this will just continue to be our polluted water supply where we move things over to it. We're probably not going to get into that just because I don't want to have to deal with this. And we can't destroy these pre-existing structures. Mild spoilers on what those are. We've got idle dupes, so I'm going to pause. From here, we'll go ahead and bring our research back up. We want to get into fire poles. Oh, we already did fire poles. I'm sorry. Plumbing. We want to get into sanitation. So now we will start to get into a situation where we can use mesh tiles to make sure that oxygen drops into our barracks, which we definitely want that sooner as opposed to later. And then we will be able to start moving water around. We are also going to want to eventually get into this improved plumbing because I want liquid reservoirs. So that's what our research is going to be up to in the foreseeable future. And while we do all of this, we'll keep fleshing out our base. So copy this. Apparently we've got a bunch of seeds. 5 of these will feed a dupe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can pick up 6 dupes once this gets up and running. And feel pretty comfortable about that. So that's a good source of supply. What do these need? Oxygen, polluted oxygen, carbon dioxide. So what's here? Got slime lung in it. Interesting. Oh, we lost some mule ice. Do we like any of these? Machinery. You fart. A little unfortunate. I think we take this dupe because we are eventually going to need somebody that does machinery and does machinery well. So this is definitely an opportunity to plan for the future. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that person up. We've got somebody that has a skill. It's probably Ellie, who I just got. Not something for the immediate, but we are going to need this relatively soon. I think we're probably going to have you be on construction at first, and then we will move you down into tinkering. So you're going to be our operator as well as our constructor. Welcome to the team, Ellie. We are going to put you on schedule number 2 with Ada. So happy. So very happy. Continuing to explore down, continuing to explore across. Probably going to want to get up into our second ranch farm pretty soon here. Have 4 of the 7. Sure, taking care of the guys. we not have sedimentary rock? Does not get set? And now this one egg will eventually just hatch. Got that incubating status. Still think we want... We'll hold off on applying that many. We'll just let it naturally grow up to support the number of dupes we have. Did we get mesh tiles? Because that'd be great. Certainly did. There. So these mesh tiles are going to let oxygen circulate around the base, and the harmful gases to either naturally go up or naturally go down. So that is why we go ahead and use mesh tiles in this way. We also get to use those in areas where we have liquids or are likely to have liquids, where we can just let the liquids keep falling through the base if we do a column like this. That's why we're, now that we've got mesh tiles, we're going to go ahead and just install these around the base, which this should allow the oxygen supply to be better in our barracks. So as you can see, it's already starting to get the blue down. This gas overlay of the different colors is another mod that I'm using that I would highly recommend, because the gas overlay by default in the core game just tells you if it's breathable or unbreathable. This actually color codes it and tells you what gas is present, and the more intense that color is means the more of it there is present in that area. So really recommend this. As you can see, our base has a very nice healthy supply of oxygen, which is what we want. By the time we have our 6th duplicate, we will want to have a second oxygen diffuser somewhere in the base. So with that, we need to start thinking about this nonsense. So let's go ahead and build that. Get this dug out. We're just making our giant water basin right now. Six, 42, 51, 67, 54, 67, 74, 79, so call this 80 tiles of volume. We want to go down one more? I think we probably want to go down one more. Hold up, everybody. Cancel. I'm rethinking this. Really think we want to be going down at, holy cow, at least one more tile. Deconstruct what we just did. Means we're moving that. Making all that. Actually, we don't want this here. We want the wall to be here. Means we need this ladder. Over one. Currently, these dupes can't get out. We need... Oh my gosh, hotkeys, please. Want these priority... Want this ladder finished right away because we want our dupes to be able to get out of the water as we work on this. I also want that higher priority and that to be a priority. We actually need to move that down. No, it's going to be fine there. Let's deconstruct that. That's that. We want it to be right by the ladder. Their dupes are going to need to go in there. So any material that vents, we actually are going to put into this storage bin and set to sweep only. So that we can store any of the ventable materials underwater so they stop venting. And this will prevent them from either evaporating or from putting materials in the air that we don't want to be in the air for our dupes to be breathing. So again, we're just getting a really, really big freshwater basin going, and eventually this whole thing is just going to get dumped right down into it. Dupes are happy to skip along, so they don't need all of that. So any ventables we want to put in this, so slime. Light. Put a dirt, rock pile, slime. I'll put bad things into the air, but if you put them in a storage bin and here, we're going to set this to 6, so that is the preferred storage place for those materials. This will actually keep them from venting, as well as keep them fresh. Once this is underwater anyway. We're going to put a wall here. That mass destruction there is another mod that I'm using. I recommend. Makes this kind of situation much faster. I'll do one more eye, because I'm a little nervous about dumping this much water into the situation. Probably just figured out where we're going to be dumping this, and the reason we're doing it 3 wide is we are really going to try and prevent it from splashing into these sides, because then that's water our dupes will have to clean up. So we want to drop it basically straight down. We've got a bunch of people that cannot move. There you go. Don't kill yourselves, dupes, please. You can escape. I'm gonna keep getting this food has decayed message because we haven't quite gotten enough O2 in here yet. But that will naturally just happen. Eventually this whole thing will just be O2. In worst case scenario, once we get to... I wonder if I have to get that out of there. Shovel. Really don't have any plans for those. I don't want to pick up another dupe. Eventually eggs will be food. So I am going to go ahead and... We don't have a kitchen? Gotta rehatch your chat. That guy up. We are... Unfortunately, we have a sage hatch. We don't want this sage hatch. Go ahead and put all critter eggs in here. We'll eject the hatchling egg. We're probably just going to eat the sage hatch because we don't want sage hatches. We eventually want to have rock hatches that become smooth hatches, because smooth hatches we can actually harvest refined metals from, and that helps us to keep our heat down. We don't have to do that, as I'm sure you can imagine. That whole process generates a lot of heat that we don't want around our base. This is going to be a maintenance hatchway under here. We're going to need to start on that relatively soon here. See, now I've got a nice supply of oxygen in here from those mesh tiles. Those mesh tiles really open things up. We do have a lot of polluted oxygen that we've inherited from this slime biome up here. So we'll probably do some cleaners, oxygen cleaners before too long to kind of clean that up. That of some muckroot. How are we doing on food? We are doing excellent on food. We want to keep up all of this to make sure that we stay very well sustained. Let's sweep that. Sweep that. I don't want those in there. We've earned a new colony achievement, which is pay the bills. That would be our super hard digger, I bet. We've got some idle dupes. So since you're a researcher, let's go ahead and start working towards... we did fire poles, right? Yep, we need to install those. I do eventually want reservoirs. I'm not sure we want those now. Where's decontamination? Oh, I guess that'll keep you busy for a while because we do want deodorizer and the carbon skimmer to set up our bathroom. So we'll go ahead and get Gene on that. This has no water right now. We want that to have water, so we're going to go ahead and dump this straight down. Oh, we still leaked quite a bit. Oh, we've got water all in our base. We even tried to take precautions on that. Well, we'll get them mopping it up. I also want them to go ahead and get that. We'll bring all of that down. There we go. Very, very nice supply of fresh water. This will last us for a really, really long time, so this is pretty key for us. I'm going to mop all that up. Mop it up, mop it up, mop up. Let the base go on fire. Oh, oh, oh. I'll see myself out. We're gonna do this scaffolding trick where they jump again. And then we can get rid of a bunch of this so that it doesn't like cling the water like so. They're perfectly fine to just jump through the base like this. And we can get rid of these 4. 6 here. Tried to do this cleanly. A little too much water came down. Now we need to invest some dupe time, but it'll be fine. We'll bottle it down here and it'll be all good. But he has a skill. Gene. We really don't need astronomy yet. I think we're going to have you be our cook. Go ahead and put you on that. Let's sweep that. Okay. Throw that out of there. Maintenance, maintenance, and then this is actually our main thoroughfare here. We've already got going. Keep expanding. Have that be a lower priority when they're not working on other stuff. I believe we've got some hatch eggs in here. Very good. We're flowing quite nicely. We don't have energy. We need this to be on a 6, please. Sven. Changing 2. Doing work, Sven. I'm good, bud. In fact, let's change your hat. You have an upgrade, my friend. You get a fancier hat. Look at that black band. Who else needs a new hat? You are a super hard digger now. You get a cool hat. We're going to give you the advanced researcher. Oh, that's what you have. Do we like the field researcher? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool looking. We'll keep you with the super hard digging. You're going to be an improved constructing. Everybody needs to get their fancy duds on. Look at how happy you are. Just look at how happy you are. Probably want to get another oxygen diffuser going before too long. So we've got a pretty healthy supply going. Fire pulse. We haven't done fire pulse yet. And base. Oh. Okay, well, having problems getting that to work, but here we are. Unreachable dig? I am confused. Should prioritize this. So this just really helps the dupes get around the base a lot faster, so they spend less time commuting. You see we have this long commute message. This just means that our dupes are spending an inordinate amount of their time during the day running from place to place, and we want to mitigate that as much as possible. We actually probably might need to go ahead and get another toilet soon here. We don't need you anymore. Construct you, because we've got the other one down in the fresh base, fresh water. So this is curing all of our stuff. So we've got polluted dirt, we've got slime, we've got oxalate. What do we have up? What eggs do we have? Shovel, stage, bunch of larvae, and shovel. Fine. We need to get that out of there. That. Want to get our second hatch farm up and running here pretty soonish. Go ahead and do that. And doors. I'm going to throw a bunch of storage bins because I want to start just tidying up the base so that they don't get a morale debuff. We're just looking like garbage. We're going to have a bunch of bins here just to store the stuff that we've got kind of lying around. LG not on here. No, I forget if we want algae in here or not. Checks notes. That's fine. Oxygen supply is pretty good. We want get into here. We want to actually increase the look of our mess hall. This will make it a great hall, and that will give them a morale buff for eating in a great hall as opposed to a mess hall. Check out our next dupe here. Got a blueprint. 7 in excavating. Seems nice. I think we're gonna take the eggs for eating later. So we don't want ag in here. We're okay with filtration medium. We're okay with ores. We don't want polluted dirt, rot pile or slime. We're okay with that. And the seeds we probably just want to keep up in the farm. I think that's good. Copy settings. Start cleaning this place up. All that should be at 5. Yep. So now that we've got a place to put stuff, we can go ahead and start sweeping, which is K. Clean. 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 Let's clean the base up. Okay, what are we not getting? Coal. So glad you asked. Let's get copy of this. And coal power is eventually going to be down here, so we're just going to toss it in this for now. Build a couple more of these. I don't know that we can reach all that stuff right now. Yeah, I don't think we can get over here right now. So we need coal, we need seeds. You are full of dirt. That makes sense, I guess. Whoa. Again, these are maintenance hatchways, so we kind of want the dupes to not really be able to see it too often. And because we are going to run all of our utilities throughout all of these eventually. Probably need to open up this area and get some mesh tiles so that the the non-oxygen gases can fall down. Which that's actually probably just a good thing for us to do. Our that, and then we can just come in here, figure that out. That will again help keep oxygen in here because again we've got bad gases here. It's because of the pressure of these falling from up. Eventually they just build up here because this is where the trough is for them. It's the same thing we're doing here. Like you'll notice that now that these are under the CO2, we no longer have a food is unrefrigerated here because it won't degrade in the CO2. Why are we putting pinch of pepper nut in? What? Oh, it's rotten. That's fine. I was so confused by that. So now that we've completed that research, we go to our furniture question mark? Furniture. Wall pot. And then we will get, I think it's a balm lily? No, bluff briar. I want a bluff briar. Looks like we don't have one. There we go. Get one of these guys in here. So there's one over here, so I know we've got some somewhere. Some more shine nymphs. Sand. We want to just seed in here, right? Just whatever seeds you have. Throw in these. Start cleaning this place up. What do we have here? Coal. So that I believe is a consumable ore? Nope. Coal. Copy. Start throwing it in here. We might need to build more coal bins. We shall see. We shall see, chat. I just realized it is pushing 1. So I will be taking probably about a 5-10 minute lunch break around 1 o'clock. Just to get some food in my stomach. I will just put up a BRB sign during that time. We need this bottler to accept polluted water. There we go. And what are you? You are Pokeshell. We'll go ahead and put you in with these guys. That is an industrial material. Yep. Copy, paste. You sick? Slime lung. So we do need to start. Yep, this is a mess. So we're going to want some filtration in here. Get that going there. It's in our bedroom right now, which is not great. Wait, is that? Oh, that's chlorine. Oh, that's not great. Polluted is up here. That should work itself out. We're going to do some scaffolding. Let's get over here. And also dig that out and add a mesh tile here. That'll clear that out faster. It's also part of why we're digging down further, so that we can have places for our quote-unquote bad gases to go. We are at cycle 30. We have no research focus, which is fine. Starting to clean up the base. Farm. It's kicking butt and taking some serious names. So we feel good about that. And we're about to get our second hatch farm put up. Which is also very cool. They're going to lose their ranching bonus here pretty soon. Well, that just hasn't been swept yet. Ah, because we told it not to accept hatch eggs. I set this to sweep only. So we control when the hatch eggs get put in. Well, Boris? You wanting to be internet famous? Probably coming to the wrong spot, bud. Throwing that out there. Oh, stop clawing me. You're okay, buddy. Kind of clearing this out. Too much liquid. We need to thin this out a little bit. I'm probably afraid I'm not exploring enough, but like we've got a bunch of food. So we're good in that regard. Duplicate skill. What are you? We want you down into ranching as well. Perfect. Let's up this priority to make sure it gets done. Giving them a bunch to do. They're still just cleaning up the base, which is going to take them a while. That'll help with their morale. So I think it's worthwhile. Got poles. Eventually we'll start mining our shaft all the way down. Phosphorite, igneous, pepper roots. Got another slime biome down here. More food free. Go harvest that. So some of what I probably need to start working towards is getting our utilities mined. I don't know the right word for that. let's make sure that these are all sweep only. So then I control when they're doing the cleanup. Like these to get out of here sooner as opposed to later. I want to get them down into here. Another dupe with a skill. It's Ellie. We are going to get Ellie into mechatronic engineering. Because we're going to need a mechatronic engineer to do our automated equipment. Like Arbor Acorn. Don't think we get those natively in this biome, so I think if we want tree production, we have to do it this way. So what do we need? Arbor tree. Lumber? And EDS. So we're probably going to stick this somewhere. I don't know how big this gets, so let's go look. We might be foregoing some space here. So we could sit here with mealwood. So we could forego space here. And how do we cancel your copy nothing? Yep. So let's just curious how this will work out. And we can always move that later. So over here, we want to kind of start thinking about insulating our base. And the reasons to do this is, again, in my endgame run, what I ran into that I was struggling with by far the most was heat was taking over my base. So I was basically dying to, not really dying, but I was struggling to keep up with cooling my base. And the whole part of me designing the base that I'm using right now is it's very low power consumption, as you can tell. Currently the only power that I'm actually using is right here in this area, and we've gone for 32 cycles using that small amount of power. So at this point, I need to start thinking about, sorry, I need to go into planning mode here real quick. So we're going to just sketch this out. So this is going to be a maintenance shaft. Maintenance shaft. Big room. That goes to 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Bottom, top. Yep. Cancel that. That. Oh, don't cancel that. Like, I do actually want that there. It tells me where the floor is. So big room. And then I want to start thinking about insulating my base here. So I actually think this, do I have insulation tiles yet? No. But this is the line of insulating our base. So this is where we want to start heat proofing. Keep our base from baking, essentially. Reviewing some of my notes. And the reason I need to know this now is I need to know where I'm putting my water treatment facility, which is going to end up being here. So I'm just going to, where is my refinement? Fertilizer, is it plumbing? Do I not have it yet? I thought I had already researched. I think we use... Now I have sanitation. Oh, we had sanitation. Nope, we need to get out of this. So I need to get distillation as well as improved plumbing to get this set up. So I don't even have it yet. I need a water sieve. And then that will allow us to start using the more advanced forms of the bathroom setup. But I just wanted to make sure that I knew where my insulation tiles were going to go. Eventually we'll need to move this out of the way because this is where our coal power will go. And then this is where our water filtration will go. What are we not picking up here? What are you? Oh, regular dirt. Are we out of places to put regular dirt? You lot also accept dirt. Copy. All right, there we go. Perfect. Jeez, perfect. We need some of these gases to go elsewhere because that's concerning to me. So maintenance hatchway. Whoa. Calm down there, mouse cursor. Go ahead and just kind of dig this out. And this is probably, oh no, what have I done? Help! Help! Well, they tried. Mealwood, hey, look at that. More mealwood. He's going. Let's also accept fertilizer here. They're so excited. That face. That face, chat. Cracks me up every time. We'll get water treatment here, which will allow us to get this washroom to be automated with the nicer. Reminds me, did we ever set up the priorities of our last person? Sure did not. There we go. And then schedule 2, 1, 2 is great. Perfect. And we're going to want to improve plumbing for that as well because we need liquid reservoirs. How are our hatches doing? We go to our blueprint. We need to get another group up and running pretty soon here. Is this polluted oxygen? Let's go ahead and get some. I want some purifiers for these. How is our health? Seems to be okay. Seems to be okay. Never clicked plant. That's tilting. No one to blame but me. Perfect. Move on quite nicely. I would like somebody to mop this up. Go ahead and get up into that. Seven. Hatches. I think I need to put hatchlings as well. Maybe here. That. A higher priority, please. We have at least 4. We're moving along there. With oxygen, let's just go ahead and get, because it only costs sand, I believe. Deodorizer in there. Or mop, sorry. Too much liquid. We've got another ice biome, unless these two are connected, which I doubt. Probably gonna just kind of avoid that for now, and then we're getting up into igneous rock. We are still pushing the boundaries. Continue our low-level dig. Already like 3 on this stuff. This is like if there's nothing else going down. We'll even be behind this stuff down here. Oh, we've got to do blueprint. It's another arborary cord. Have another one of these. Like that. This one running first. I'm just gonna see what happens with that. I'm curious. I don't rightly know. Yeah, this is shaping up quite nicely. We are eventually going to drain this into here, which is going to be a flipping mess. A little too much. I think I just checked that. So kind of to that end, let's get some prerequisite stuff built here. I'm going to try and drop it down right there, but I don't know how successful this is going to end up being. Actually, AK there. Oh, bummer. So that pretty much brings us to the end of the next hour. We continue to expand our ranch and farm operations. We got our water all set up, and we've just really started tidying up the base, which has made the dupes a lot happier. We've plotted out where our industrial complex is going to be, as well as our water filtration, so that next time we can immediately start to put insulated tiles in to keep that heat from getting up into the base. And from here, next episode, we will be looking at getting our water filtration set up so that we can put a closed loop on polluted water into fresh water for the washroom, and upgrade that. That'll make the dupes a lot happier as well. So that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for future content, and check us out on Twitch for some of our streams.